Hi everyone, my name is Martina, and today I'm going to show you the purl stitch. The purl stitch is kind of the counterpart to the knit stitch, and if you can do purl and knit, you can do a lot of patterns. A lot of patterns are just based on those two simple stitches. Alright, so I've cast on again 10 stitches, and now I'm going to show you the purl stitch. I'm still holding the yarn wrapped around my left index finger, but now I'm going to move this end of the yarn so that it's in front of my piece. And now with the knit stitch we would go through the stitch like this. With the purl stitch we're moving the needle from right to left. And we're moving the needle behind this yarn, and then I'm helping again a little bit with my middle finger. We're making a loop like this. There we go. So showing it again slowly. Right to left through the stitch behind the yarn, and then I move the needle in front of the yarn. I basically move the needle up a little bit, and then I pull the yarn down a little bit with my middle finger, and then I'm looping through. Alright. So right to left, moving the needle up, and there we go. So conceptually what happens, because I'm now moving the yarn in the opposite direction, I'm moving the yarn so that the new stitch goes into the back, from front into the back. I'm pulling it through the old stitch from the front into the back. Therefore the old stitch, this one, actually falls into the front. This one falls into the front of the piece. And now that I've finished this row, you actually see that the bumpy side is in the front now. So if you did only purl stitch, it would kind of look the same in the front as in the back, and you would have bumps on both sides. The real reason why you want to use a purl stitch is to make it such that you have bumps only on one side. So for that, let's do knit stitch in the next row. So I'll do a row of knit stitches, and now the old stitches fall into the back. So they'll be on the same side as the bumps that we made with the purl stitch. So now we have no bumps on this side. All bumps are on this side. So let's do another row of purl stitches on this side. You see how the stitches are falling into the front. And now I turn it around, and you can kind of see those characteristic V's forming. And that is what you get by alternating between knit stitches and purl stitches. And that combination is actually called a stockinette stitch. So it's a characteristic kind of pattern that is very, very common by alternating knit stitches and purl stitches. So yeah, that is what you need the purl stitches for.